There's a surprising number of people on social media in fitness who will float the hypothesis, and they'll float it as a fact rather than a hypothesis, that being extremely lean is a signal to potential mates that you have good discipline and are therefore a better person to hook up with for mating purposes, for partnering up long term. This is an attempt at a kind of sociobiology, right? Going back at least as far as Darwin, scientists have been interested in the way that animals choose mates, figure out who's going to be good to mix their genes with, who's going to be good to have children with. And there's lots of speculation, some of it well tested, some of it not so much. We look at the extravagant plumage of peacocks and we say, oh, that's a mating strategy. They're showing off their good plumage. Great. But if you follow that kind of sociobiological thinking, if you follow that kind of evolutionary strategy discussion that actual scientists get into, there's people out there who have advanced the hypothesis that when you live in a world of limited resources, you show yourself as a more ideal mate by being overweight. Because being overweight in a starvation economy shows that you were successful at outcompeting other people for food. And therefore, you're going to be a good provider for whoever your mate is. You've got excess resources that you can devote to raising children. And when people bring up that alternative hypothesis, you'll get a certain number of responses along the lines of, yeah, but we don't live in a starvation economy anymore. Everybody's got access to food all the time, and that's why it doesn't make any difference anymore to be fat. It's no longer a good strategy. The strategy is to go the opposite route. Yeah, but listen, on an evolutionary timescale, it's only been 2 or 3 generations that even a fraction of the world hasn't had to worry about starvation. You think our genes have caught on that quickly? It's unlikely. Evolution doesn't tend to work that quickly. Humans can absolutely be treated as one more kind of animal, but even a lot of animals are more complicated than we think. Somebody just recently got underwater video footage of a couple of whales mating, and the whales were both guys. They were both males. And the same people who want to talk about evolutionary fitness in mate selection will tell you there's no point in same-sex mating because it doesn't lead to any children. And yet, here's the whales not giving a shit about our theories. If we want to play with these sociobiological hypotheses, a much more successful route to go is to recognize that among animals, humans are some of the most complicated that we know of, and therefore simplistic explanations and solutions don't tend to be true enough to be worth thinking about. So don't let the bros and broettes who may only have cracked open a textbook in their high school science class and don't know a heck of a lot beyond that, don't let them set your agenda. There are good reasons to watch our weight, but there are good reasons to watch it on both ends of the scale. Neither too heavy nor too light, neither too fat nor too skinny. And again, a lot of this is highly individual, and we all need to be learning what works best for ourselves, and we need to be looking at factors beyond personal appearance or the number on our scales. If you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if this video or any of my others have entertained you, made you smile, taught you something, given you some support on your own journey for mental or physical health and fitness, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if that's too much of a commitment right now, please at least give it a thumbs up. Thanks for your time, thanks for your support, thanks for your attention. Go kick some butt, including your own, in a good way. Love ya.